excited to dive into tonight's workshop. I hope that you are just as excited. Tonight, we're going to be talking all about how to get started with AI in your social selling business. Now, for those of you that are watching this, make sure to comment below, hashtag live if you are catching this live. If you end up catching this later on the replay, hashtag replay. I'm not going to be responding to the comments. I'm going to be kind of hanging out in the comments with you and responding one by one there. So if you have questions, feel free to ask throughout the training as I'm going through all of the slides and all of the pieces of information for this workshop. But also be prepared because this is going to be a little bit of a longer training as with our workshops, they tend to be anywhere from like an hour plus. So hopefully we won't be here for too long, just enough time for me to be able to deliver all the deliverables here, as well as how to get started with AI and give you kind of a better understanding on how you can actually use this for your social selling business and actually create a little bit more efficiency. That's really the goal, right? We want to be able to save time, effort, get more out of this engine, and really just use it to the best ability. So that's going to be my goal tonight. This training is specifically going to be for the person who either hasn't gotten started with ChatGPT, or maybe for those of you that have dived in a little bit and maybe have kind of a basic idea of how to use AI. And even this training could be for those of you that might be maybe regular users of AI. We're going to be really kind of diving into more so the beginner/intermediate. So hopefully you'll get a ton of value from this. Comment below with the number 1 if you have ever used AI in your business. I'm really curious to see who here has actually started using AI. And if you don't mind, can you tell us what you've used it for? Like, what have you used it for? Because aside from social sellers, right, just having a process for social sellers and creating something that can actually create your content and really just kind of give you a more efficient process in your social selling business. There are many different ways that people use AI. I will tell you personally, my sister, she's a nurse practitioner, and she actually uses AI in her doctor's offices. So she actually leaves her laptop running, and then she puts, I guess there's like a record option with AI, so she can have it record as she's talking to a patient, and then AI will collect all the information and create a summary for that patient. So when she's done talking to a patient, it's all recorded and it's there, versus, how it kind of used to be before. For those of you that are in healthcare or know somebody in healthcare or have any experience, you'd have to kind of like type out the information, ask the questions to the patient, right? And then you're not really giving them that full attention. I thought that was kind of cool, but that's just a little sliver of an example of the potential that AI actually has. Aside from just being able to use it for business, it's really being used all over the place. So if you want to share with me in the comment section, for those of you that have experience with AI, let me know what you've used it for in the past. And even for those of you that maybe have a full-time job or part-time, are you currently using AI in your workplace? I'm really curious to know. Okay, I'm going to dive into this once again. I'm not going to be able to answer questions during the live. I want to get through the presentation. However, I will be in the comment section answering any questions that you have as I'm going through the material. I also want to let you guys know at the end of the training, I'm going to give you a homework assignment. Okay. Usually when we do workshops specifically, we like to give you something action-packed so that you have something to kind of take away from it that's going to allow you to put this information that you're learning into action. I'm the hashtag do the thing girl, right? So I really want to encourage you guys to not just take this training and learn, but also put it into action right afterwards while it's fresh in your head, while you just watch the process and really see what comes out as you start playing around with it, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and dive in. I've got a little slideshow presentation here for you guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that on present mode. Hold on, let me share my screen first. Welcome to the party, everybody. I'm so excited to have you guys on here. All right, let's open this bad boy up. Okay, so once again, I'm not going to be able to see your comments, so we're going to go ahead and get started here. But here it is. This is a workshop to help you get started with AI, and it's specifically for social sellers. Okay, now if you are a small business owner, because I know there's some of us here in the academy that do own a small business or maybe an outside business, there may be some references here that you could take into your small business. Okay, if you are marketing on social media for your business, then this training is for you. That's basically the bottom line. You're going to be able to get some value out of this. Okay. All right, so first let's talk about what to expect. I just realized it says 2 out of 16. I don't even think there's 16 slides. I think there's more than that. So don't look at the number of slides at the bottom. Just watch the training. So what to expect, this workshop is going to walk you through exactly how to get started with AI and how to use it for business, whether you are a complete beginner with AI or if you're an intermediate. Hopefully you'll be able to get some value from here and some tips that are going to allow you to come from this training and actually utilize it in your business so that you can run your business a little bit more efficiently and get more done, of course, in less time. So we're going to talk about introducing you to ChatGPT. What is it in general? How ChatGPT can benefit social sellers, setting up ChatGPT for beginners, content creation 101 with ChatGPT. Okay. We may or may not be able to get to an actual live tutorial. However, if we don't get to the live tutorial, that's okay, because I actually have a boot camp that's going to be coming out later in the month. So guys, just keep that in the back of your head. Okay. That boot camp is really going to break this down into more detail, and it's going to be multiple days of me showing you from step by step how to do the thing, holding your hand when it comes to ChatGPT. So this may just be the content creation portion of this workshop may just be me showing you the slides on the step-by-steps on how to do it. Okay. Especially when we're talking about creating the content. So just keep your mind out there, or keep it in your head, sorry, that a boot camp is going to be coming. So if you want hands-on learning, then you're going to want to keep on the lookout for that. We're going to talk about using ChatGPT to generate engaging captions for your posts in your own voice. Comment below if you struggle, okay, with like words to say, like coming up with the right words to say for your marketing, coming up with the right captions for your marketing. Now, the Academy obviously has some great plug and play tools here. However, it's hard for us to be able to create content that is truly for everybody, right? That's why we create a generic template, generic graphics, generic template, which does make it easier and more efficient. However, you still have to plug your stuff into it, right? ChatGPT is really a great way, especially when you learn it and you learn how to truly use it inside and out. It's a great way to use your own words to where your captions are just personalized for you. Okay. So we're going to show you how to do that. Creating graphic stories and reels with AI and Canva. So once again, I probably won't have like a live tutorial on how to do all this. I'm saving that for the boot camp because it does tend to make the training a little bit longer. I want to keep this training to at least, that 60-minute marker. However, just keep an eye out for the boot camp. I will be showing you the slides and the step-by-steps on what to click and what to do if you are ready to dive into that. Also, we got some bonus trainings on how to create B-roll content, okay, for your reels that you're going to be creating from AI. Because yes, AI can make reels for you, okay? And then bonus prompts to use for optimizing your content. So what to actually plug into ChatGPT to help you make the most out of your content, okay? And at the end, if we have time, we'll get to a Q&A session. If not, what we will do is just make sure that I'm replying to you guys in the comment section, okay? All right, let's move on to the next phase here. So let's talk about introduction to AI, okay? So ChatGPT is a state-of-the-art language model developed by OpenAI. So it uses AI to generate human-like text based on the input that it receives. Ideal for content creation, brainstorming ideas, writing captions, and more. And like I mentioned, it's developed, right? Over the last few years, it has developed so much that now that there are offices and different types of businesses that are using AI for so many different things now. I gave you guys my sister's example, who's a nurse practitioner, right? And she uses it to help her create summaries for her patients that she sees so that she can, create their charts and close them and have like a decent summary of what was talked about, right? This creates a more efficient strategy when she's sending information to, insurance companies, right? So that's just one way. And there's just so many different ways that you can use ChatGPT. But for social sellers, we tend to think about content creation. We tend to think about what the words to say, right? Coming up with the right things to post on social media, conversations that you can have with leads, customers, your next prospects. AI can help you with a lot of that, which of course gives you a lot of that peace of mind, because it's sometimes it's just hard to come up with the right words, right?